How often do we believe that our life is limited by our situation, that we don't have enough to succeed? But what if the problem is not what you have, but how you think? Because the truth is simple, your life doesn't change. When your situation changes, it changes. When your thinking changes. And today's story will prove that in the most powerful way, so stay till the end. This might completely change how you see yourself. Once, in a busy railway station, there lived a beggar. Every single day, he survived by asking strangers for money. People came and went. Some ignored him, some gave a coin. But no one really noticed him. To the world, he was just another beggar. One day, he saw a well-dressed businessman walking onto the platform. His suit was sharp. His posture confident. The beggar thought, this man must be rich. If I ask him, he will surely give me something. With hope in his eyes, he walked up to him and stretched out his hand, but instead of giving money, the businessman asked a question that changed everything. Do you only take from others, or have you ever given something to anyone? The beggar froze. No one had ever asked him this before. Confused, he said, Sir, I am just a beggar. I have nothing to give. The businessman smiled and said, If you believe you have nothing to give, then you have no right to ask for anything. I am a businessman. I believe in exchange. If you give something, I can give you something in return. But if you give nothing, you should expect nothing. And with that, he walked away. The beggar stood there, shocked. For the first time in his life, he started thinking, I've been begging 4 years. But no one ever told me this. Maybe this is why I never receive much. That night, he couldn't sleep. One thought kept repeating in his mind. If you want to receive, you must first give. Days passed. He stopped begging. He was thinking, searching. Then one day, he noticed something, wildflowers, growing near the railway tracks, bright, beautiful, free, and suddenly, an idea struck him. What if, instead of just taking, I give something in return? So he picked a few flowers, went back to his spot, and when someone gave him a coin, he smiled and gave them a flower. Something incredible happened. People smiled. Some even said thank you, and slowly, more people started giving him money. But he noticed something interesting. When he had flowers, people gave more. When he had nothing, people gave less. And in that moment, he understood the truth. One day, he saw the same businessman again. Excited, he ran to him and said, Sir, today I have something to give. If you give me money, I will give you flowers in return. The businessman smiled, gave him money, and said something powerful. Now, you are not a beggar anymore. You are a businessman. Those words changed everything. Am I really a businessman? He thought. And then suddenly, it clicked. I was never just a beggar. I was always capable of more. I just never saw myself that way. That day, he made a bold decision. He left the railway station and never returned as a beggar again. 6 months later, at the same railway station, two well-dressed men met. One looked at the other and said, Do I know you? The other smiled. Yes. We've met before. You once refused to give me money. And later, you bought flowers from me. The man was shocked. Wait, you're that beggar. The former beggar smiled and said, Yes, that was me, but today, I run a successful flower business, and I'm expanding it even further. The businessman was amazed. What changed? The man smiled and said, You taught me the greatest lesson of life. We receive only when we give. That day, I realized something. I was never a beggar. I just didn't believe in my own value. Life is not decided by what you have, it is decided by how you see yourself. If you think small, you stay small. But the moment you change your thinking, everything changes. So ask yourself, What am I giving to the world? And how do I truly see myself? Because your future starts with your thoughts. If this story touched your heart, share your thoughts in the comments. Like this video and subscribe to Tales by Hosiba for more powerful stories that can change your life. Thanks for watching.